What are you looking at? My move, then. Even a witch cannot conquer the...
Hello and welcome to my review of Knight's Contract for the Xbox 360 and PlayStation 3. Knight's Contract is about Heinrich, a knight who was cursed with immortality by Gretchen, a witch he executed years ago during the Salem witch trials. Over 100 years later, he meets her again, and she offers him a deal. Help her and she will break the curse. It's an interesting game with a very well done storyline, the voiceovers are solid, and the story is very engaging. As you're playing as a knight, you cannot die. However, Gretchen can, and that bitch will die a lot, so get ready for that. You have to keep her alive or else the game's over. It can be a bit frustrating, but the game's combat is really fun. It's mostly a combo-based affair, and the game has some really brutal finishing moves. Also, the witch's magic attacks are quite handy in battle. The game's magic attacks, finishing moves are all really brutal and are very fun and satisfying to pull off. The enemies are gruesome and very interestingly designed. Though the gameplay can be somewhat clunky at times, the level design could have been better. I simply found myself fumbling around and just happening to find the right path. The game reminds me a lot of Devil May Cry and to a lesser extent Dante's Inferno. The graphics are fair, though I have seen better. However, it had a very steady frame rate, and it had no glitches that I encountered throughout my playthrough. The game is also pretty long, lasting between 10 to 15 hours, so it has plenty of content. The boss battles can be a bit tough, but as long as you find their weakness and keep Gretchen alive, you'll be fine. The game is hard, but it's not as hard as, say, Ninja Gaiden or Demon's Souls. The game has plenty of checkpoints, so don't worry. It'll get your blood pumping, but it won't give you a heart attack. I'm still recovering from Demon's Souls. Had they programmed Gretchen a bit better, the game would have been a lot more fun, and less frustrating. Luckily, if you hit a button, Gretchen will hurl herself into Heinrich's arms and regain health, though you can't attack while holding her. It has its problems. It has unforgiving quick-time events and hard boss battles, and the entire game is basically a huge escort mission with a dumb blonde that has a death wish. But overall, I enjoyed the game. It's not without its flaws or its cheap deaths, but with brutal combat and an interesting storyline, it's definitely worth playing if you're a fan of this type of game. Overall, a 4 out of 5.
As the knight to whom I entrust myself, bind his soul to mine, until death separates us.